Well, my name is Zoe Hale. I went to Adrian High School and I attended the dental aid program with Mrs. Pilbeam. I chose to enroll in Tech Center because I had an interest in dental, and so I was trying to figure out if I wanted to work in the dental field, if I didn't, if I saw that that's where my career could head. So I decided to do the dental aid class because I had thought about going to school to be a dental hygienist, and so I did dental aid with Mrs. Pilbeam, and I ended up loving it. I learned four-handed assisting, so passing instruments back and forth from doctor to assistant, how a dentist office works, how to treat patients, different things like that. I had my dental assisting certificate after that. Mrs. Pilbeam, oh gosh, this is a good one. She has always, so I didn't know her until I started dental aid, and she became like a huge inspiration because if I remember correct, I think she did assisting first too, and then she's a dental hygienist, and then she started teaching at the tech program, and she's super encouraging, which is what's awesome. Like, you know, I could go to her for anything. I could ask her any question. She always just made you feel like your questions were worth answering, and she would always find you an answer. If she didn't know the answer right then, she would find it. When I first started in her program, she was still newer to LISD because I graduated in 2015. So I would have taken her class the 13-14 school year. And she had only been there since I think part of the year before me. So I started in the 13-14 school year, and she had only taught like half of the other year before, if I remember correct. So we were her first class that was a first full year. So, you know, she is a great teacher, and especially for pretty much being her first year of teaching dental aid and stuff, it was awesome because if she didn't have answers for you, she would find them or she would figure them out. And I mean, still to this day, I mean, like I said, I graduated 5 years ago. I mean, we'll still talk every now and again and catch up. And so she's just super involved with her students, which is what's really nice. I'm now a dental hygienist, and I have been a dental hygienist since 2017, so 3 years. So when I went to dental hygiene school, there's a mix of people. Some people worked in dental, some haven't. I'm one of the ones who happened to work in dental. And taking her class helped me a ton because I already knew a lot of the basic things. I knew tooth numbers, I knew tooth surfaces, pretty much most of the basics of knowing those things. So when I got to dental hygiene school, I was able to already have that background knowledge, and some of the ways she taught us different things by like color coding things, making games out of things, showing us different things. It just helped me to go and just accelerate that far because you learn those things early on in dental. And so a lot of those things I already knew. So when it came to going more in depth in my education, it made it easier for me to be able to do that. I would consider telling them that if they have an interest in dental and are thinking about taking that class, I would do it. Because Mrs. Pilbeam, she keeps things organized. She's very real about like what it is. You know, I know there's people that were in my class that, you know, they thought they wanted to do dental and stuff, and as they went through the class, they may have changed their mind, but a lot of us also still continued with that. So I think it's a great class to take if you're really wanting to know if you are interested in being anything in the dental field, whether it's an assistant, a hygienist, a dentist, because you learn so many things about different parts of the office, especially if you do the co-oping program after that. And no matter what, with getting to know like kids from other schools, and Mrs. Pilbeam always had great activities to get everyone kind of involved in doing things together and learning different things. That helps a lot. Because even if, you know, partway through the class, you know, let's say I didn't have an interest in dental, you know, it was still fun to be able to see those people and do those activities, and you're still learning something new. But it's definitely a great class to take if you've thought about doing dental. Mrs. Pilbeam asked me about doing this interview, and I was super excited and I felt honored that she asked me to do this interview because I really have kind of followed in her footsteps, and I appreciate her more than she will probably ever know, because I like my career. I love what I do, and she is a huge impact for that. She's the one who really opened my world up to dental, and, you know, she pushed me, she encouraged me, she made sure that, you know, I was exceeding the limits that I'm capable of. I mean, and it wouldn't matter if it was my regular classes or dental classes. I think she still would have, you know, pushed me to be a better me.